Today we are going to be looking at the brand new Monument Denali 605 Pro. This thing is packed with features. We're going to look at it top to bottom and see why I want this in my backyard for 2024. Let's get started. All right, before we look under the hood, first thing I like doing is getting some measurements out of the way. So for length, we're looking at 66. The height is going to be 48, and then the depth is going to be 24 inches. So when looking at the top of the grill, you are greeted with an edge-to-edge clear view lid, so you can actually see inside. The lid is very easy to open, and then it rests on two bumpers in the back. Now, under the hood, you are greeted with a ton of cooking options and accessories, and what I like most is everything you see here is actually included with the grill. Now, they do have some additional accessories that we will talk about, but I like that right out the gate, if you just got the grill, you have tons of cooking options. The first thing up here is going to be your second rack. If you wanted to hang some chicken drumsticks, you can actually utilize this second rack here to hang chicken. If you are not using it, it is very easy to lift and take out. Now, with that out of the way, underneath that, you are greeted with a huge rotisserie. And what I like about this one is most rotisseries will actually just give you one set of these claws. This one, because of the space, they actually gave you two sets, so you can actually run two chickens at the exact same time. Now, if you aren't running rotisserie, very, very easy to actually shut the unit off and then take the rotisserie unit out. Now, underneath the rotisserie is probably my favorite part about this grill, because this is where it gets into the customization of what you actually want to do. You are greeted with a large porcelain enameled cast iron cooking area, very heavy duty build quality, great for those high temperature searing steaks and food. But what I like about this section right here is these two grates right here, they interlock, and you can actually take this center part out and swap it out with different options depending on what you want to do. If you want to do pizza, you can put in a pizza stone here. If you wanted to do a griddle, you can put a griddle here. If you wanted to do those nice, diamond sear marks, you can swap that out with ease, and then it will rest right in here. So it's very easy to customize this grill based on what you want. So underneath the cooking system, you have Monument's Blade infrared burner system here. And the way they designed these burners, and you see you have these cutouts right here, this thing can crank out heat and get hot really, really quick. We're talking about 700 degrees in about 10 minutes. So underneath here, you'll have 5 of the Blade infrared burner tubes right here. And then you also have on this one right here, you have the ceramic infrared burner that is also included there. These burners, you're gonna get around 750 degrees, and then over the ceramic burner, you're gonna get temps of up to 900 degrees. And if you ever questioned, is 6 burners enough? They give you a 7th one here. You have an additional ceramic burner on the side. And then on the side of this burner, you do have hooks here to hook your accessories. And then on the opposite side of the grill, you have, again, these same hooks, but they also give you these probe hooks. So if you're not using the meat probes they give you, you can actually store them right here. So that is pretty cool. And then you have a digital control board right here. This is powered by 4 D batteries that they include. You have 2 probe ports in here, and this display board can actually also be powered by a USB-C charger right there. This is handy if you wanted to actually put food probes in the meat. This will let you know when the meat is done, and they have a Monument Grills app, and so you can track the whole cooking process from your phone. So now if this grill wasn't cool enough, you also have a side button right here, and this will actually light up the knob controls. And a feature I think is pretty cool is when you turn the knob on, it will turn to red, which is indicating that that is at its highest setting. And then if you have it to low heat, the color turns to orange. So it's a visual indication if your heat is going to be low or high. And then if it is blue, it means the burner is off. So underneath that, you have a lot of cabinetry storage to the left. Instead of struggling to get the propane tank out, it's actually on a hinge. So this thing pulls out and you can access the propane tank with very little effort if you needed to swap it out. And then as far as grease pull-out trays, you have one on the side shelf here that you can pull out, and then also one in the back that you can pull out as well. And it also has another foil liner that they include if you wanted to just clean the grease out from that. And then you do have these rolling wheels, and so you can actually roll this around to wherever you want. And once you find that perfect spot, you can lock down the wheels and she stays put. And then lastly, I think it's pretty cool that they also include a cover to cover your grill. So no added expense there. Now this grill did come in 2 boxes. The assembly time was about 2 hours, and hats off to whoever designed the box and layout, because everything fit like Legos and it was very, very well packaged in there. I don't know about you guys, I'm hungry right now, so let's get this in the backyard and fire her up. So before I turn it on, I have some cooking oil spray, and I'm just going to lightly spray these grates. All right, let's fire her up. I'm gonna get these 2 burners on, get these heated up, then I'm also gonna get this searing plate right here. Man, I love seeing the glow from these burners. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the flame here. I'm going to turn this down. This is now just going to produce a nice low flame. I still am going to keep this one cranked super hot for when we can sear some steaks. This is some smoked cheddar jalapeno beef sausage. This is from Tebben Ranches out here in Texas. All right, I got a Wagyu New York strip. This is also from Tebben Ranches, and we're just doing a SPG. Again, you really want to keep it simple for Wagyu. Little salt, little pepper, little garlic. Definitely goes a long way. All right, let's get this New York strip on. Because I want to see how well does that sear. All right, let's give this a flip. Wow. Ha! Those are pretty good. Those are pretty good. All right, these are looking good, so let's pull these. So now I have the steak up here just because we are getting it up to that perfect temperature. But man, we're gonna be eating good, that's for sure. Let's get her off so she can rest. Look at those sear marks. I got 2 thick cut tenderloins here. So again, little salt, pepper, garlic. All right, let's give it a flip. Pull these up here. Now I'm going to plug in our meat probes. Now I'm going to get the temperature probe into the meat. So, all right, and now we'll just keep an eye on the temps on the probes. I don't really have to worry. And then right when the steaks come up to that temperature that I like, we'll pull them. All right, steak 1 is up to temp. So I'm going to take the probe out. We're going to take this off. All right, number 2 is done. Beautiful. Oh man. This meat looks so good. Let's carve in and see how the grill did. Man, look at the juices on that. First thing we're gonna slice open is going to be this smoked sausage. Cheese perfectly melted in there. Oh man, that looks good. Beautiful. Look at that. Mmm. Oh man, look at the juices in there. Yep. I don't think it gets better than that. Let me know in the comment section, would you want a piece of this steak? Because I know I sure would. And the thing with Wagyu, you really don't want to overcook it just because it is so tender to begin with. I think it would be doing it injustice if you were to cook it longer, but again, however you want it cooked. I have a little primetime cow glitter. Just gonna sprinkle a little over the top, nothing crazy. My favorite part is the taste test. Let me come in here, try out the sausage first. Flavor through the roof. Now we're gonna go in for our New York strip. If you've never had Wagyu, you owe it to yourself to at least try it once. This Tebben Ranch's meat is just out of this world. Nothing compares. I will put a link in the description so you can check that out. But now the star of the show is the filet mignon. Unbelievably amazing. Absolutely impressed with the Monument Denali 605 Pro. Definitely so fun to use. The fact that you can customize the cooking grate, whatever you want to do. Thank you, Monument, for sponsoring this video. Awesome cook, awesome grill, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Grill Sergeant out.